Hello friends, welcome. Friends, I'm going to share with you a quick tip to deal with cumulative numbers in a Tableau dashboard. Now friends, typically we have numbers which are incremental in nature, and it is very easy to deal with incremental numbers because when you are using different types of time scale to zoom out, those numbers will get aggregated, and incremental numbers can be aggregated using a function called sum. But if you have cumulative numbers, then when you do such aggregation, the whole dashboard will get distorted. So today I'm going to share with you a tip how to use your dashboard and use a particular calculated field which will help you deal with cumulative numbers. Okay, that's the whole purpose of this video. Now friends, in order to save time, I have created some calculated field which I have already explained in my earlier video, which I am going to share with you in the description part of this video as a link. You can go and watch how some of the calculated fields have been created, because if I go into that, the video will become very long. So I'm going to give you a very high level overview as to what I'm trying to do here. What I'm trying to do is I'm using the TRAI subscriber data, which I've aggregated in an Excel file here, which have a date, circle, category, operators and subscriber numbers, which are cumulative in nature. And I'm going to use my Tableau software to populate this in a dashboard, which I will have a capability to zoom in, zoom out using a time metric, month, quarter and year. So this time metric is a parameter which I have created here, which is very easy to create, you will know, and you can look at the earlier video, you'll know how to create. Then I have got time units in view, means how many time units I want to view in this dashboard, right? In the view. If they are 12, then the 12 numbers of time units are going to get displayed. If it is 15 numbers of time units. Depending upon how much space you have in the dashboard, you can display the number of time units. That's the whole purpose. Then we have a calculated field which I have created to choose and a particular date type. If I edit it, you can see. So once I choose month, the date type month is going to be choose, which is a special date which I have calculated, used and extracted from my parameter, my dimension date. So this is date months. It's very simple to do that. I'm going to show you how to do it. You can just go here and then simply choose a custom date, create a custom date. And then from here you choose whatever you want. You can want month, year, and so like that I have created these custom dates here, right? Now what I'm doing is I'm using these custom date in the time frame dimension calculated field, which I edit, and it's very simple, a case statement. Put time metric here, when you choose month, then date months, quarter, date quarter, year, date years, and end. I'm going to put it in columns. I'm going to plug this time frame in column. So what it has done, and then I'm going to make it exact date, and I'm going to make it discrete. Okay, so far so good. After that, what I am going to do, I am going to put my subscribers in million numbers here in rows. Now if you look at here, the total subscribers are all there because it is on a monthly basis. It is coming very clear. So what I am going to do, because these numbers are getting a little distorted and the earlier numbers are not properly aggregated, looks like that the numbers from a financial year 2012 are wrong, right? So it doesn't matter, I can simply filter it out. And I put the date here and I simply select years, and I'm going to filter the earlier, exclude the earlier numbers and make the data a little cleaner. Okay, so I say okay. So these numbers are going to go, and now it's much more cleaner. Okay, now after having done that, these are total numbers. And if I choose quarter, you see all these numbers are going to get distorted. See, 2 million, 2 billion, 3 billion, because all the 3 quarters numbers are getting added up and creating a problem. If you choose year, then you will get in a greater trouble. These numbers are going to become astronomically high, right? I told you it will get aggregated. Now how do you deal with that situation, right? So let me just choose month first, and then what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to restrict the view of this particular display. Means I don't want so many time units to get displayed at a time. I want to control the time unit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a window width, which is true and false, which is very simple. I'm going to show you the calculated field, and I'll say true, and this time units are going to get restricted to whatever number I have chosen here, which is 12, right? So if I make it 13, it will become 13, right? If I make it 14, it will become 14, like that. So let me just restrict to 12. Now what is this formula? This formula is very simple. You just edit it and I'll show you. It's very simple. You put a Boolean statement, window started and window ended, which again I don't have time. Otherwise, the main point of the video will get lost. I'll put it in a description link and you can watch that video to understand it. So let's focus on the main part of this video, which is how to deal with cumulative data. Now, friends, in order to get a better picture, I will put operators also here, right? Operators. Because then operators numbers are going to be very clearly visible, right? You will see how these numbers are going to change and how effective it becomes. See, the Bharti's numbers are clear, and since I'll just make a little bit modification so that you can see, and I'll put operators also in color, right? And I'll going to just remove the headers. Now you have Bharti, so very clearly showing the Bharti subscribers are increasing, right? Month by month. And if I choose quarter, you will see the whole thing is going to go for a toss. Numbers are going to change. It's very difficult to deal with a situation like this, right? Now, what you can do in order to deal with a situation like this, you create a calculated field called view filter. Now, this view filter I'm going to edit and I'm going to explain to you what it means. It basically means the following. This is a case statement and time metric you know already, month, year and quarter. So choose a particular time metric. If you choose a time metric, let's say year, then what you have to do? You have to you have to calculate the month of that particular date and see whether it is 3 or not. 3 means the end of the particular financial year, which is 3rd, which is end of March, right? If it is 3 or if it is end of the maximum date, means the date is maximum, because sometimes the year may not be complete. It may not, just for example, this particular financial year, we are in the month of December. It's still there are January, February, March to go. So if you are going to leave this financial year out, the numbers are not going to give you a realistic picture. So you need to choose the maximum date also. So there are two options here. One is that you choose the month date. If 3, then you choose that particular number and make it true. Or if it is not like that, then you choose the maximum date and keep that as number as true for that particular year. Or you do false. Similarly, when month is true, then all the time units have to be shown. Everything is true. Now, if this quarter, then you have to pick and choose which time units you have to show. Month, you have to show 6, 9, 12 or 3, right? Or you have to choose maximum, because there could be some quarters which will be incomplete. So you choose maximum. If these conditions are true, then you say true, or you say false. Very simple. And you say okay. And then you put the view filter in the filter tab and you choose true. Once you choose true, then what will happen is that so if you choose view filter on the filter pan and you choose true, nothing is going to happen. But let's see what happens. You choose quarter. You see, everything becomes all right, right? If I choose the time frame and show the header, you will see that these are time frame. I'm going to you see this. These are the time. These are the date axis which is coming here. If I choose month here, you will find that these are on a monthly basis. These numbers do not change. See, 1st October 2023, 1st July 2023. Now, if I choose quarter, these numbers are going to remain same. See, it's not getting aggregated. So what it is doing is, it is just picking up only those months based on the calculations which I showed you. This calculation, and then filtering out the other months. So in this way, if you choose any of the time scale, your numbers are not going to get distorted and will get aggregated using sum. And this is a very effective, very powerful way of aggregating data which are cumulative in nature. You know, I have used this in many of my dashboard. One, I extensively use it for aggregating subscriber data, because the subscriber data are cumulative in nature. As well as budgetary numbers also, I do a lot of aggregation, because if you go to the CGA website, those numbers are also reported, which are the monthly statements of the Government of India. Those are also cumulative numbers. So there also I use this trick to aggregate these numbers, so that the various kind of zooming in and zooming out can work by choosing a particular time scale. See, so this is in short this video is. I don't want the video to go long, otherwise it will the whole purpose is going to get lost. And I will come back to you with the next trick next time, and thanks for your time. Thank you very much.